Mauricio Umansky had allegedly been involved in a heated confrontation, one that spiraled far beyond what anyone expected. While details remain unclear, insiders say the alleged incident left those closest to him completely blindsided and emotionally shaken. For years, Mauricio has carefully built the image of the devoted husband, the calm real estate powerhouse, and the man who could hold a family together even through the chaos of fame. His charm, quiet confidence, and dedication to both his business and his marriage to Kyle Richards made him one of Beverly Hills' most respected names, both on and off screen. But now, those close to the couple claim Kyle was left in tears after learning about what allegedly unfolded. They describe her as a woman completely shattered by betrayal. Friends say Kyle's first reaction wasn't anger, it was disbelief. She reportedly refused to believe the whispers until evidence began surfacing that she simply couldn't ignore. For Kyle, who has spent much of her life in front of the camera, truth and loyalty have always been her guiding principles. But this time, she was forced to confront both, not in a reunion taping, but in her own home. For years, Kyle and Mauricio seemed untouchable, the rhobh couple that had it all. A partnership built on laughter, shared ambition, and unconditional trust. But fame, as always, comes with a heavy price. Sources close to the couple say Kyle has been quietly struggling for months under the weight of maintaining her family's image while facing a marriage that's grown increasingly strained. The alleged confrontation pushed things past the breaking point. Behind closed doors, insiders claim Kyle broke down, overwhelmed by heartbreak and exhaustion. "She's always been the strong one friend explained. But this time, she couldn't hold it together. Everything she believed in, loyalty, respect, commitment, it all felt like it was slipping away." As news of the situation began to spread, fans quickly noticed Kyle's emotional tone shift both online and on the show. Her absence from certain events, her more reserved presence at Bravo functions, it didn't go unnoticed. Viewers began asking, was this the beginning of the end for Kyle and Mauricio? In the wake of the growing speculation, Mauricio reportedly tried to get ahead of the narrative. According to insiders, he's been reaching out to longtime friends, publicists, and legal advisors in an effort to control the damage before it spiraled further. Publicly, Mauricio has remained calm, professional, even upbeat, continuing to appear on his Netflix real estate show and at industry events. But those close to him say he's deeply anxious about how this could affect not just his career, but his marriage and his family's public image. Mauricio knows Kyle doesn't forgive easily, said one insider. If she feels she's been betrayed, there's no coming back from that. Social media has been relentless. Some fans defend Mauricio, arguing that rumors have been exaggerated or taken out of context. Others, however, have turned sharply against him, calling for accountability and honesty from both sides. As the story continues to unfold, Mauricio finds himself at a crossroads: fight to protect his reputation, or face the consequences of what might be the most damaging chapter of his life. One of the most telling signs of Kyle's emotional state is her silence. The usually outspoken and transparent reality star has chosen not to comment publicly about the situation. Her choice not to speak has only fueled more speculation. Friends close to Kyle say she's been spending increasing amounts of time at home in Encino, leaning on her daughters and her sister, Kathy, for emotional support. She's focusing on her family, one source shared. That's where she feels safe right now. But others believe her silence isn't just emotional, it's deliberate. Kyle understands how the public eye works better than almost anyone. She knows that once she speaks, every word will be dissected. So instead, she's waiting, quietly assessing, preparing her next move. As one longtime friend put it, Kyle doesn't rush decisions. When she acts, it's because she's sure, and when that time comes, it'll change everything. Could she be preparing for something bigger, perhaps even a legal separation or divorce filing. No one close to the couple is ruling it out. For now, Kyle remains behind the scenes, choosing peace over publicity, while the world speculates about what comes next. That's the question haunting Bravo fans everywhere. Could this be the end of one of reality TV's most iconic marriages? Insiders are divided. Some believe the couple is quietly taking time apart, a pause, not an ending. Others insist Kyle is deeply hurt and seriously rethinking the future of their relationship. As the tension surrounding Mauricio and Kyle's marriage continued to grow, the effects began to ripple far beyond the walls of their Encino mansion. It wasn't just a private matter anymore, it had become the topic of conversation across Beverly Hills, Bravo chat rooms, and entertainment outlets worldwide. What had once been a story about two people in love was now a public unraveling, carefully watched, analyzed, and debated by millions. Those closest to the couple say the silence between them has become deafening. While they still share a home, the energy is reportedly tense, distant, like two people trying to coexist inside a memory that no longer fits. They pass each other in the hallway like strangers, one insider claimed. There's love, yes, but it's buried under too much pain. For years, Kyle and Mauricio were the heartbeat of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They were the steady center in a world of chaos, the couple everyone else turned to for balance and perspective. But now, that stability has been shaken to its core. According to production sources, Bravo cameras were rolling through much of this emotional storm. Insiders say the upcoming season could be the most raw and vulnerable one yet. Producers are reportedly walking a fine line between storytelling and sensitivity, aware that what's unfolding is not just a show, but a family's real life being laid bare in front of millions. Kyle's always been open, said one Bravo insider. She shared everything, her struggles, her sister drama, her insecurities. But this is different. You can see the pain in her eyes. She's trying to be strong, but the cracks are showing. Her co-stars have noticed the shift too. Doric Kemsley, once one of Kyle's closest confidants, reportedly told friends that Kyle seems heartbroken but numb. Lisa Rinna, though no longer on the show, is said to have reached out privately, offering support and advice from her own experience navigating public scrutiny. And then there's Kathy Hilton, Kyle's sister, whose complicated relationship with her has been a roller coaster for years. Sources say Kathy has quietly stepped back in, acting as a comforting presence rather than a critic. She just wants Kyle to be okay, one source explained. The sisters have fought over so much, but when it comes to heartbreak, Kathy knows when to show up. Meanwhile, Mauricio has been throwing himself into work. His Netflix show, Buying Beverly Hills, is gearing up for its next season, and insiders say he's using the cameras as both a distraction and a shield. He's trying to stay busy, keep things professional, one close friend said. But he's hurting too. He's just not showing it the way Kyle does. Despite the growing distance, both Mauricio and Kyle have made one thing clear: their daughters come first. Family remains the fragile thread holding everything together. Portia, their youngest, has reportedly been struggling to understand the whispers surrounding her parents. Older daughters Farrah, Safia, and Alexia have stepped in to provide stability, often acting as emotional mediators between their mom and dad. There's this deep sadness in the house, said someone familiar with the family, but also an unspoken love that still lingers. They shared a lifetime. That doesn't disappear overnight. Still, behind the calm exterior, difficult decisions loom. According to those closest to Kyle, she's been confiding in a small circle of friends and legal advisors, exploring what separation might look like if reconciliation proves impossible. She hasn't made up her mind yet, one insider revealed, but she's thinking long-term now. She's thinking about peace. Mauricio, on the other hand, seems determined to fight for the marriage, at least publicly. He's been seen wearing his wedding ring, speaking warmly about Kyle in interviews, and emphasizing their deep bond. Yet behind the smiles, even those loyal to him admit that things are not the same. "He's a man torn between love and pride," said a longtime associate. "He doesn't want to lose her, but he also doesn't know how to fix what's broken." Social media continues to dissect every move, from cryptic Instagram captions to subtle changes in how they appear together. A simple like or a missing comment is enough to send fans into a frenzy. The speculation has become its own storm, one that neither Mauricio nor Kyle seems able to escape. And while some viewers express sympathy, others are ruthless. Rumors of new friendships, late-night meetings, and unspoken tensions fuel the narrative. The line between truth and gossip has blurred beyond recognition. Yet through it all, one thing remains clear: both Mauricio and Kyle are still deeply connected, even in pain. There are no screaming matches or public outbursts, no dramatic walkouts or tabloid spectacles. Instead, there's quiet grief.